Wa alaikum assalam, Gulshan. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm excited to join you for this discussion. Building habits is such an important topic. Habits shape who we are and can make a big difference in our daily lives. A habit is simply a behavior that becomes automatic over time through repetition. It can be good or bad depending on what we focus on. To build a habit, it's essential to start small, stay consistent, and be patient. One technique is the 2-minute rule, which suggests starting with something you can do in just 2 minutes, like reading a page of a book or stretching for a bit. Over time, you can build on it, and the action will feel more natural. What do you think, Gulshan? Do you have any specific habits you're trying to build or challenges in the process? You're absolutely right. Many factors affect habit formation. The science behind it is fascinating. The habit loop is a concept developed by Charles Duhigg in his book, The Power of Habit. It explains how habits are formed and maintained. The loop consists of three main components. One, cue or trigger. This is the signal that starts the habit. It could be something external like a time of day, an emotional state, or an environment. It's the thing that reminds your brain to go into autopilot mode. Two, routine or behavior. This is the action or behavior you perform in response to the cue. It could be something simple like brushing your teeth, or more complex like exercising. Three, reward. After you perform the routine, your brain gets a sense of satisfaction. This reward reinforces the behavior, making it more likely that you'll repeat it in the future. Over time, your brain associates the cue with the routine and the reward, creating a loop. The more you repeat it, the stronger the habit becomes. It's important to note that the brain loves rewards, and the more immediate and satisfying the reward, the stronger the habit will be. Does that help explain the science behind it? Great question. While all three elements, cue, routine, and reward, are essential to habit building, the cue might be the most important starting point. Here's why. The cue is what triggers the behavior, and without it, the habit won't even begin. If you set a strong and clear cue, it makes it much easier to follow through with the routine and ultimately experience the reward. That said, both the routine and reward play vital roles in strengthening the habit. The routine is the actual behavior you're trying to develop, and the reward ensures that the habit sticks because it reinforces the positive feeling associated with it. In short, the cue gets the ball rolling, but the reward makes sure it keeps rolling. Does that make sense to you? You're absolutely right to bring up reinforcement. It plays a crucial role in habit formation. Reinforcement is the process that strengthens a behavior, making it more likely to be repeated. In the habit loop, reinforcement happens primarily through the reward. When you get a positive feeling or a benefit from completing a routine, your brain is reinforced to repeat that behavior. It's essentially the brain's way of saying, that felt good, let's do it again. Positive reinforcement involves adding something pleasant, like a reward, after a behavior, while negative reinforcement involves removing something unpleasant, like stress or discomfort, when the behavior is performed. So while the cue gets the habit started and the routine is what you do, reinforcement, mainly through the reward, is what makes the habit stronger and ensures that you'll keep repeating it. To put it simply, reinforcement through reward is what makes the habit stick over time. Does this help clarify its role in the habit building process? Great question. The main reinforcements that can help trigger a cue and reinforce a habit are typically linked to emotions and external stimuli. These act as triggers that prompt your brain to start the habit loop. Here are a few key types of reinforcement that can be helpful. One, emotional rewards. Positive emotions like happiness, pride, or a sense of accomplishment are powerful reinforcements. For example, after finishing a workout, the feeling of increased energy or satisfaction reinforces the habit to keep exercising. Two, instant gratification. Immediate rewards, like a small treat after finishing a task or checking something off your to do list, help your brain link the behavior with something rewarding right away, making it more likely you'll repeat the habit. Three, social reinforcement. Compliments, encouragement, or approval from others can be a strong motivator. For example, if you receive praise for completing a task or for your progress, it reinforces the habit by making you feel recognized and validated. Four, physical rewards. Things like a sense of relaxation, reduced stress, or even physical comfort, like a warm shower after a workout, can be great reinforcers, helping to link the habit with positive physical sensations. Five, progress tracking. Seeing progress, like marking off days on a calendar or tracking your steps, can serve as reinforcement, as it shows you're moving closer to your goal and motivates you to continue. Six, external rewards. Tangible rewards like small gifts or even something like time for yourself can make your brain reinforcing the habit with one or more of these types of when they come right at the routine can help solidify the habit over time. Do you think any of these would work well for the habit you're trying to build? Exactly. Negative reinforcement can also play an important role, but it works a bit differently from positive reinforcement. Instead of adding something pleasant, negative reinforcement involves removing something unpleasant or avoiding an uncomfortable situation, which motivates you to. For example, if you want to make a habit of studying every day, a negative reinforcement could be the feeling of stress or anxiety that builds up when you procrastinate. The more you avoid that stress by studying regularly, the more likely you are to continue the habit. One, avoiding stress or guilt. If you consistently complete a task, you avoid the uncomfortable feeling of guilt or stress that would come from procrastination. Two, reducing discomfort. For example, if you make a habit of exercising, you reduce the discomfort you might feel from being sedentary or unhealthy, which can serve as motivation. Negative reinforcement can be very effective for reinforcing habits. It's often most effective when combined with positive reinforcement. So you're getting both the motivation to avoid something negative and the encouragement of something you're working on. You're very welcome, Gulshan. I'm glad the discussion was helpful and your conclusion is spot on. Micro habits, reducing friction, rewarding yourself, and being patient and adaptable are indeed key to building strong habits. It was a pleasure chatting with you about this. Wishing you all the best in your habit building journey. Have a fantastic day ahead. I'm glad to hear that. I hope the rest of your day is just great. Let me know if you need anything. You're very welcome, Gulshan. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.